Let's go. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Shout out to each and every one of you. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's get the countdown started. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Just got to do my hair, find a pocket square, put on a shirt, iron my pants, comb my hair again, make sure it's ready. I'm just messing with you. Shout out to everybody here. But we'll be back in 9 minutes and 56 seconds. We love you all. Thank you for jumping on into the greatest show on earth. The Crypto Lifer Show, baby. No eat, no pay. No eat, no pay. No eat, no pay. I love that track. This one ain't bad either. I like this one. Shout out to Hendo. Shout out to Hendo Visuals. He's long on the lifer, baby. I'm long on you, baby. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. You just made my night. You're going to have a blessed day now. Sam is the man. No, you're the man. You are the man. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it does, baby. I love you all. I'm so excited to jump on in, baby. 6 minutes. I can barely wait. Can we speed it up, baby? Can't wait. No. You are the man, Ragnar. You're the man. I am the man. You are the man. 6 minute abs, not 7, 6. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Live Show. It is Sunday night. We're getting ready for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. I figured we'd get it done early. I've never done it that early, but I figured we would get it out of the way. For some people that can't handle it, not everyone can handle it. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody, but you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate you all for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get it moving. Do you got your traps set? You got your traps ready to go? I did my traps this morning. Trapping out. Let's go. No neck Sammy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Filecoin banging it for 5%. Basic attention token. Kusama XTZ Nano. A bit of green in the game. Let's take a look at coin market cap when we get this party started. I want to see what's happening. I want to see if there's a strong coin out there that I may want to jump on into. Coin market capeasy. All right. What did I say? Did I say something like? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for jumping on in, hanging out every single time with me. Arbitrum up 6%, not too bad. So Bitcoin up, down 33%, 33. And look, up 177. Funny, the 33 and the 77. 24 hour, it was up 1% today. It's pretty nice. It's not too bad. We're going to look at the daily candle close that just occurred. We're going to break that down. We have so much to go over for you. We're going to look at the weekly candle close like we do every single Sunday night. We're going to talk about the S&P. We're going to look at the world markets. And we're going to break it down so we can see what happens tomorrow morning when we go to Betty by tonight. We're not going to be that surprised. We're going to have a pretty good idea of where we're going and how false move Monday may come and be false. All right. Arbitrum back to 130. I'm up. I was up at like 124, 129. Actually, yeah, so kind of flat where I'm at. We'll look at it down to 8%. You don't buy it on the high, though. It pop back down. 1 inch getting a little bit of a move here. Kind of on the radar, up 3% on the day. Decentral, my mana, a beautiful coin. Flow, which we know is a big, beautiful NFT project. This thing I don't touch because it's like sometime getting paid with the amount Gox. I don't know. It has something to do with paying back money and just I wouldn't touch it. Don't. Rocket Pool, I keep bringing it up 9%. I broke it down. I talked about it. I went over it. I made a beautiful video about it that we dropped on about Saturday night, breaking down what Rocket Pool does, explaining every single way you can make money with Rocket Pool and Lido DAO, showing you the way. XDC has been on my radar, up 15%. We took that trade. Zilliqua coming in, and then everything else kind of sideways. Mask also strong, up 13% on the day. And we also have a setup on that. So we're going to break it down for you. Look, Hokkaido Unu. Never heard of it. Body AI, bait. Kind of like that idea. $133,000 market cap. What is this thing could make bacon on the beach? What is Bait AI? It's got the word AI in it, and it's tiny. Body AI. AI-based app to help you properly influence your body, nutrition, sports, sleep, rest. What are the special features of Body AI? What affects your body? Discover. Body AI project review. Wow. And they even have an app already made. Do they have the app out already? Telegram pre-sale, Apple, and interesting, it's just out for pre-sale right now. Body Fair Air Launch. Welcome to Body AI is an innovative health and fitness app available on the web and Android versions. The app provides a range of features including personalized nutrition, recommendations, sleep and water balance tracking, and fitness routines. Integration, OpenAI. Top 1 Binance AMAs, Android Web AI. Wow, it's pretty interesting. Body AI. I'm going to keep that on the radar, and it's interesting. I mean, that market cap is small. You could 10x to 1.3 mil. If it goes to 10 mil, that's 100x. This thing could 100x. I might put $100 in it and just leave it there. It could go to 0 and rug pull. So be very, very careful. But this is the new me. This is the me when Bitcoin's kind of back above 25,000. You're going to see me a lot. Kind of looking at things a little differently than I used to be. In the bear market, I am far, far, far more less risky, you know? But hey, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. $133 million market cap, and it's number 3323. Interesting. On Body AI. If the app works and I downloaded it and it seems to be okay, it's got a Binance Smart Chain address. Seems you could probably buy it on PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is the place to be. That's where you could find this bait for wrapped BNB. Interesting, right off the bat, bait. Let's jump into Bitcoin. Let's jump into GLQ. Wow, that took a tanking. Look at that. Just absolute, what? Right to the order block, though. See this? Order block. Blue order block could be a really good place for us to load up now. Might get a bounce there. So look, and that's the thing. I do this stuff all the time, and I'm like, can it hold the zone? The second that red candle breaks, it didn't hold the zone. It's a wrap. It's a piece of garbage. You know what I mean? Well, look, it's right here at a beautiful order block on the 15-minute. It could get a beautiful bounce now. Possible retest. Why did GLQ get tanked like that? That's interesting. Looked like they were rug pulling. Not rug pulling, but they were just going for the stop losses, just jamming people. Whenever I see something break out, though, good idea is to put a stop loss back inside the pattern. Likely that it will bounce off the top or maybe not get back in. GLQ did not give the money. Sad. Wackeezy. Let's take a look at BTC. Bitty Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin's still into diamond. Diamonds break down more than they break to the upside. That's just something. This is the trade we opened on the 4-hour time frame last night. Still open. No reason to close that trade. That trade is up very, very nicely, as you can see. I took profits on it already. You do whatever makes you happy. That was a smaller trade there on a smaller time frame, 50-minute scalp. We're going to break that down in a second, too. Let me get rid of this. There's just a smaller pattern that I see at play inside here that I was working on before I started the stream. So here's the deal. We found this falling wedge last night on the live stream. I felt bullish based on the 4-hour time frame, wanting to push to the upside. We got the move for the 4-hour. However, it's kind of is doing the diamond. Like it's saying, hey, I want to respect the diamond. And so far, it is doing that. At the end of the day, this right half of the diamond is a symmetrical triangle, right? So right now, you're sitting on a symmetrical triangle. You see that? Falling wedge did break to the upside. That falling wedge is a bigger move. Sorry, I don't want to move that. Right there. The falling wedge is a bigger move. I mean, it was basically the length. I would take this pole, really. That's what I feel comfortable. That could get you back to this resistance and break through the diamond. This diamond has to be broken to the upside. If it's not, we're definitely going down to where the diamond wants to bring us, which is right there at 25,565. Right? Or 25,565 is the air, right? And 28K is now like a resistance point that we're having trouble hitting. So we're going to break that down. We're going to talk about it. And we're also going to look at the weekly candle close. I'm just looking at exactly what I'm seeing now. So the 4-hour had time to pump, and it did pump. I'm just going to get rid of this stuff so you can see exactly what the candles look like on the 4-hour. I feel like I deleted something in there, but we'll figure it out. So big candle, but look at the wickage. Look at the wickage and look at the horrible resistance at this point of control. 28,100, 28K. We couldn't seem to get back above 28,000. That was that kind of stumped us. All right, so now could we double top and get a little bit of a move out? Or are we going to come back down for the gusto, right back down to the bottom of the pattern? Smaller time frames are going to give us that idea. Right now, there's a pretty good probability that the 4-hour has tweezer topped and is coming right back down here to the bottom of the channel. Stochastics will bring us back down, and this is likely to happen, in my humble opinion. This is likely to happen. So that's what I'm seeing possible for Bitcoin. All right. Now, we're going to break down why, too. I mean, this is a rising wedge, right? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So you got a rising wedge now, right? And if you flip this upside down, there'll be a falling wedge that would break out. You would trade that bullish. Say you wouldn't. So if you would trade that bullish, you got to kind of start to look at that as bearish. Once you see that, you have to ask yourself, is there any bearish divergence on the way here? So we're going to zoom into the 1-hour time frame now and break it down. So look, definitely a rising wedge, okay? You could kind of say, I mean, look at this. I mean, this is swinging up while that was swinging sideways. A little up, though. So, okay. No bearish divvy there yet, per se. MACD shows very lack of buy pressure. Very small area there. And that's a double top. See that? Basically a double top at 28,100 area. So, you've double topped. You've made, cat ears. You're likely to take a move to the downside here. But look, the 1-hour says no. The 1-hour's been low all day, wanting to make a move to the upside. So look, I was looking at this. Sorry. I always hit R, and it activates my my Radeon Pro drivers and stuff. I got to get Marv back, man. We got to get the Marv cam back. I'm going to get it back up and running tomorrow. Marv cam's coming back. He's going to be at the bottom of the right hand of the screen, underneath me, and we're going to show Marv just cutting it up. You know what I mean? Who here is an OG and knows who Marv is? You're on, Sam. It'll go up. BOOKMAP magic. I know. It's been happening every single time I show up, but you never know. We need a dump when I show up. It's just a bit weird. Like if this short squeezes again, I mean, right now, BOOKMAP suggests that the liquidity is higher. It says we're going to go up. Look, let's shrink it down and look at the liquidity bars. There's way more buys here. It's thicker up here than it is right there. It's sharp in the middle, but it is thicker right here, immediately closer to price action. We got this little bounce here, 27,009, but it looks like a load up zone. Like a lot of buys going on down there. We got very small long liquidations there and kind of went lackluster. When I really open it up, it does, it's kind of balanced, but there, look at this bunch here. Definitely more liquidity up here than down there. You got 221, 273. Yeah, so you got some ideas here that we could get the short squeeze. And the major sell wall, 28,300. That was the area I've been talking about all day. I just wanted to get back above 28,300. If we could have held that level, it would have been an amazing day. Still a great day, but it would have been awesome. Marv the computer. Shout out to JSoul84, baby. Super chats. Crypto GPT. Thank you. We'll take a look at that. Lifer friend in the house. Let's take a look at that super chat. Lifer friend, thank you so much for the super chats, man. God bless you for doing that for me. You didn't have to be such a cordial individual. May God bless you for doing that. Let's take a look at GPT. Yeah. GPT, chat GPT. All right. GPT. On MEXC, baby, crypto GPT. This thing just continues to moon. And look, it did bounce off the 706 Fibonacci. It broke down. Look, isn't this interesting? We saw it in a symmetrical triangle. We said it could either break up or to the downside. The measured move to the downside was basically a 786. It brought pretty dang close to that. Then bounced off the low from 6 to 9. I mean, it went up 50% from 6 cents. Look at that, 44% gains. So we'll break down the bigger picture here. I didn't put out a trade for it, but I did show you where it was likely to retrace to. Okay, so yeah, here's the deal. We drew a fib from here all the way to there, and you're in the golden pot. 706 bounced off the 618, starting to hold some moves. You broke a long-term trend line that was holding you down for a long time, and you're on your way. Looks like it could start its next Elliott wave to the upside. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, all the way up to a new high at 19 cents. If anything's going to go, it's going to be this chat GPT coin, right? I mean, it's the hottest thing in the game. Crypto GPT, whatever you want to say. And even if they rip the name, even if it isn't what it is, it is what it is because it's the only one doing them the way it's doing them. You know what I mean? I'd watch this 15-minute for a possible scalp tonight. Looks like that could actually continue. And I'd be thinking of possibly just bagging this. I don't know not much about the project, though. I was kind of like, I was very wary of anything called chat GPT or GPT, you know what I mean? At the very beginning. So I was a little turned off. This microcap may just boost to the upside here up to 11.1 cents. I'm watching Heinz in 4. This is the other trade that I personally want to enter. The one I was just a little high, but we did bounce up. I'm watching the 4 hour. The 4 hour just looks like it's going to blast. And it's going to blast up to the 200 SMA. I've seen this happen many times. If I don't catch this, I'm going to kick myself. Very likely this is going to boost up to that yellow line and make an 18% gain. But anything is possible. Point of control being held. If we do lose this line, it looks like we could hit the point of control. So not a lot of risk here, in my humble opinion. Low, high, higher, low right there. Can we continue to move in the uptrend is what I'm looking for. A bit of a cup and handle with a move. Heinz in 4. What is this? A high coin is a fractal. If you go to, it's called Fracton Protocol. And what it does is it takes NFTs, takes fractions of them and turns them into actual tradable assets on KuCoin. KuCoin has the main place of the high coins. KuCoin is the place for the high coins. And look, I have a whole list of every single high coin in the game. First, one day I was trading and like a coin called like High Doodle came out one day. And I traded it and it hit. Then another one went up 100%. I was like, then I saw 3. Then I started trading them. I didn't know. Then there was 4. Then there was 5. Then I figured out what was going on. And I was one of the first channels, I swear on my life, to start trading these. Say I wasn't. Everybody, who was trading these high coins? Now, because I'm in other, I peruse around other trading groups. I see what people are saying. And now they're starting to trade the high coins, but we were into these high coins in October. I know someone that put in $60 and turned it into like $600 in October on these high coins. So we've done them. We've done them before. Sammy, it's 2 a.m. in Europe, and I have to go to work in a few hours. But I can't skip your stream, man. God bless you, Jebatron. I'm trying to give you everything you can. You was doing it, Sammy. I made gains in the high coins. You changed my mind, Sam. Thank you. Shout out to Jimmy the Bastard. God bless you, Jimmy. Love me some Flux. Interesting. We were ripping them. Shout out to After Hours, bro. You were the only one, man. Cape Crypto. That Bitcoin 3L stop loss tries to get my 2 fibs, then bounces back. Thanks, Sammy. And the lifers, we got this. Shout out to PS Future of Gaming. We love you, brother. I never mean to be rude, man, because I see you in the group asking questions, and I'm always like, how do I tell them without hurt? You know what I mean? And I love that you take it with constructive criticism. You know that I'm here to love you. You know I just want to help you the most. You know when I say something to you, it's out of love 100%. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't say a word. I would just go on my merry way and let you do your thing. If I actually even take the time to talk to you, it means I truly, truly care about you and I want to help you in every single way possible. I fasted today and your body just wants the water, man. I fasted all day and I just ate, so I'm just like, I told my wife, though, I want to fast but here's the thing. I have some mental things that go on with me, and I tend to get depressed and messed up when I don't work out. And if I don't eat, I can't work out. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to just fall apart. So, and then I'm not going to be really there for the trading group. So I had a long talk with my wife, and I said, I really want to fast for Ramadan, and I want to do that. I said, but I'm the sole breadwinner of my house. I said, I'm the one that runs my entire company, and I said, and I need to work out to stay sane. If 5 days go by and I don't work out, I worry about my mental state. Like, working out is really important to me to stay mentally intact. I don't do it really for the physical body. Is cool that it looks good when you work out, but I do it for my mental state. And so I'm in between, and I had a long talk with her. I said, I don't believe I'll be able to fast on the weekdays and be able to be there for the family and be there for my trading group the way I want to be. And she said, well, that's between you and God. You know what I mean? So if anyone has a different thought about it, so I'm doing the weekends. And I would love to do every day, but I've already dedicated myself to everyone in my trading group, and I think God sees that, you know what I mean? But again, I don't want to pick and choose. Well done, Sam. It does take its role on your body, but it's an amazing achievement. I did 2 days this weekend. I would like to do the whole day. I would like to do the whole 30 days. Do a limited fast, no condemnation. Thank you for saying that. Bacon and egg smoothie for supper. Thank you, Sam. I am the same, Sam. I've been intermittent fasting, lost noticeable weight. I believe that to be between yourself and God. Thank you, John Connor. I appreciate you, brother. John Connor, man, I saw you on another stream. You said Sláinte. You're from Ireland, right? I have a photographic memory. Aren't you from Sin City Crypto? I think I saw you over there. And we said, I wanted to say Sláinte to you because you were from Ireland. Am I wrong, John? I could be wrong. You could be a different John Connor. Who knows? I don't break fast until at least noon. It will heal you. I do the same thing. My first meal is at like 12:30 every day. Now it might be another John Connor. Yeah, why do the first letters of diet say die? I used to say that to people all the time. I would never do something with the word die in it. You know what I mean? It says die. Intermittent fasting, best for the life to live. I've been intermittent fasting since I was 29 years old. And I'm turning 40, and a lot of my friends look way older than me. They all have gray hairs. They drink alcohol all day long. They don't fast. I've been fasting and working out for 10 years straight now. Since I was in my late 30s, I started regimentally working out. And I'm telling you right now, it's changed the way I trade. Dude, your immune system lives 60% in your gut. And when you don't eat, you give your gut time to cleanse itself. You recreate your collagen. You get rid of old cells. When you fast, you recreate cells. It lets your body get rid of old cells and reproduce new cells. I'm telling you right, fast for 3 days. Look at your face. You will look younger. I'm telling you right now. I've been fasting for 2 days. Say I don't look younger. Say I know I got a haircut, but don't you see the vibrance? Don't you see a little difference in me? Hey, there's a light to me from what I've been doing. You just don't eat till noon. No. When you fast in the Muslim religion, when you fast, you wake up in the morning. You're supposed to eat something at 4 a.m. You cannot eat from sun up to sundown. You can't drink water either. You can splash water in your mouth and spit it out, but you cannot swallow it. I'm certified for functional medicine. Fasting is key. See that? I see a Scarborough man in the chat. Never thought about it like that. You look 28, Sam, now. I love it, man. I feel 28. I told my wife, I feel 28 years old right now. I feel like I'm 28. Not 40 years old. I'm never going to be 40. I refuse to be a 40-year-old man. I'm going to be a young buck my whole life. I'm not growing up. Never growing up, baby. Never growing up. So here's the deal. We are double topping, but the 1 hour looks like it could blast, baby. It's like really throwing me for a loop here. So look. And I think the reason why a lot of times I hit a game because I'm open-minded to believe that anything is possible. And I don't get constricted or I don't live in fear. I just live in the moment. And if you live in the moment, you'll just take what the moment gives you, right? Like right now, this 1 hour is resetting. The 15-minute looks pretty good to me. And, you know, that looks interesting. That looks interesting. We could even raise this up to match that line. There you go. So let's take a look. I mean, that's an ascending triangle. Am I wrong? It has a nice uptrend. It's got a top, almost a symmetrical. It's like a symmetrical ascending hybrid. That would break us out to about 28,000 and almost 800. 28,800 would be the resistance. 28.8. It's where we really need to get. And we want to break this high here. This is the local high. We want to get above 28,300. I've been saying it because once you make a trend, you have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high. You've got to break this and make a higher high, or you can make a lower low, and we have to believe the trend exists. Resonating over here, brother. Fasting. Shout out to Jacob Shelton, man. I can't believe how close I got to you, man, after the last week. I just think it's insane. Like, I feel the energy, man. You're awesome. God bless you. Thank you for being here. XRP is hidden bullish divergence in the 1 hour, starting at 2 a.m., and has room to move near the end of the pattern. Yeah, we're still bullish on XRP. That trade really is still open. Hasn't changed. How epic would it be if we can catch another pump in the same day? Drinking GALA on the... Oh, yeah. Drinking gallon on y'all's fat. Drinking GL on y'all's fat. I'm 40 and I feel like I'm 67 years old. Oh, no, that's not good. I'm not probably back to diamond and break out the pattern. Not sure, though. If you work out, you will feel and look younger. Space ID is on the move, Sam. You were right. Shout out to British Perspective. Hey, I wasn't right. I just went over the technical analysis. It's not about being right or wrong. It's just about looking at the probabilities of what the chart said. That's all. Leave my ego out of it. My ego has nothing to do with the charts. I just looked at a chart and said, hey, the probability could move to the upside. I wasn't really right, per se. I just was able to reveal something that happened before it happened based on probability. That's all. And there was no guarantees it was going to happen. So I could have also been wrong, right? I mean, there's no guarantee. So I like what I'm seeing here. The 7-minute wants to bounce on out. This is getting tight. I'm going to respect this pattern and believe that it could play out. I'm going to long it right now with a stop loss right here just to see if it happens. Why not? I'm just going to chip away. I'm going to long right there, stop loss below this with a move to the upside. Smaller move. I may not get it, but I also may get it. It's a 3.4 risk-reward ratio, and I may easily get stopped out. I just want to make that very clear. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. Remember what my father said, do as I do, not do as I say, not as I do, right? That old chestnut. Shout out to MEXC Global. MEXC Global is the place to be. Oh, that's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, though. See that? On the 5-minute chart. Interesting. I see a head and shoulder right there. Hey, it's 32% chance that I make it. So this is the pattern that I would like to play, see? I'd like to bang out, and I like that it's at the bottom of the ascending triangle. I don't like that head and shoulder. That could definitely dump us to right here. Right? I really like the 15-minute and the 1 hour. They're telling me that in the 4 hour could still get a little bit of a move here. Again, we'd have to get back above this resistance. This is so key, 28,200 there to remain bullish. All right. Like 872. Boom, boom, boom. Remember, always have a stop loss and take profit. You hit it right here with the long tool, and you want to go to, we want to get to 28,750. I always go a little shyer than the target, and my stop loss should be at 27,650. Okay. And I'm going to open the long. All right. And you can tell it got open right when this gets put on. All right. And there you have it. 11x. Just, what is it? 450 at 11x. So it's got a, how much Bitcoin in the trade? 0.1, look, 77. 0.177 BTC. So if Bitcoin's at 28,000 and 0.1 is $2,800, and, you know, so you're looking at about a $3,000 trade, right? It's weird, though. It shouldn't 450 at 11x be like a $4,500 trade? I don't know. It is cross, though, so maybe you get a... I don't do a lot of dollar leverage. I'm still dipping my toes in. We are going to handle the 15 semi cup and handy to the upside. ChatGPT could make a move here to the upside too. Sunday night's a really bad night to trade for me personally. In my life, Sunday night's been just not the best night. It just isn't amazing. I want to tell you that. So I'm always wary on a Sunday night. I always wait it out. I always kind of feel out the moment. I do see this pumping to the 200 SMA though. I put out a lot of charts today that I was looking at. 10x is a double of your original money. A 10x is a double? Wow, how is that? How is 10x a double? It's 10x. Have you ever traded Forex before? Only a few times, like 6 or 7 years ago. I've been trading for a long time. I used to trade gold and silver. I did Forex for a while. But then, I got obsessed with just stacking gold and trading gold and just doing all these different things. I got obsessed with wealth, like researching the history of money, understanding how I could turn a small amount into a bigger amount. What the flux? The high MEXC got me the gain, still in the trade. 99 group. AI USD just went to the moon. Dude, that's my coin, man. That's my coin. Nice. And look, I believe this is going to pump up to the 200 SMA too as well. Here's another play for you. Look at shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Not perfect. Nice little pump for this puppy. But look, when the moving averages get tight and you have the outlier, I'm telling you right now, there's a very high likelihood that this pumps right up here to the next resistance, hits the 200 SMA. Very likely that pumps for 20% gains. I do hold a bag of this coin, just to make it clear. That's a bit of a double bottom there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's a double bottom. That could even break out to this high volume node here in collect. All right. Sad thing is you do have a bullish order block down here, which says you may get another chance to get down at 0124. Maybe a good chance to load up before it gets blasted up there. Doesn't mean it's going there, but it's just saying, hey, we did load up, came back up, loaded up there, fell through. We're in a bearish order block now. See, these are bearish order blocks. These are bullish order blocks. The blue ones are the best places to load up. All right. So we do see a double top. I see some movement here, but I'm not in love with it 110%. What I feel like could likely happen is we could double top here. I see we pump up to the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. I'd be watching for AI to pump up to the 200 SMA and backtest this. If you've never traded that idea, because it's a new idea, it's backtest it, write it down, watch it happen. If it happens, you're like, The next time I talk about it, then you could backtest it again. The third time, maybe you decide that it's a strategy that you want to partake in, but it's completely up to you. You have to learn the special sauce and decide whether it's something that you want to do. Multiverse X, if I'm correct. Multiverse, the other one is AI, Multiverse. Pretty cool coin, good name. Possible pump up to the 200 SMA. All right. Possible pump up to the 200 SMA. How about that game? I watched the game with my daughter, the Miami game. It was unbelievable. We had a blast watching that. Miami looked like they were going to lose the entire game. And Jordan Miller just did not miss a shot, man. Shout out to that kid. He nailed it 7 for 7. He was unbelievable. I think he was 13 for 13. Had he missed, at one point I was looking at it was 86, 81. I was like, had he missed one or two of his shots, the game would have been tied. Because he never missed a shot, his team was in control. So unbelievable. He also got the rebound at the end. The kid was on fire, man. God bless that kid. May he go. He's probably going to go to the NBA, man. What a beautiful performance for his life. And I just love watching people win, man. And that kid is going to win, man. He's doing them. It's also an inverted head and shoulder that could break to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for AI. Looks like it could definitely continue. The FAR was just getting ready, and there's a lack of bearish momentum. This thing could blast. It's above a point of control. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, DK, your charts are much appreciated. Do you see it here? Funny. Yeah, right. Shout out to Rhino Colt, man. You're the man. God bless everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Shout out to all my elite. Shout out to DK. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to everybody that helps me. All right. So here's a list of all the high coins. I give it to everybody in my trading group. They know every single high coin, every single possible opportunity. They could scan all of these, find out the different ideas, and gives you a leg up on the market. All right. I'm going to keep you educated, keep you positioned, and keep you going, right? That trade is already up $1, not a lot, but it's up 0.25%, up 1.3%, up $6 already. That's how you make 6%. That's how you make $6 by the fastest $6 you ever make in your life. ARB, please, tonight I was going to the downside. Down 400 on my trade. Wow. Yikes. See, like, it's very rare for me to be down 100. I would put a stop loss. See, I either trade $1,200 to $2,000 for 10 or 15%, or I'm dollar cost average. You know what I mean? It's like, or I'm building the position. Like, I might trade $6,000, but I'll put $2,000, wait for it to get above another level, another $2,000, and I like to ladder in. Then I like to ladder out. It's very rare for me to be down $400. Like, I just don't allow that. Sometimes it happens, of course. Like, long-term portfolio is fine. I might be down a few grand on a long-term portfolio. Like, I might buy Bitcoin at 30,000. Might go all the way down to 15K like it did. I'll be, and I bought a half a big $7,000. Not the worst, But to get, let's take a look at it. ARB is a long-term hold, number one. Not a trade, for me. For me, I don't know what everyone else is doing, but to me, that's a 1 to 2 year hold. Like, it's going to be a bigger project later on. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, all right? We put out this falling wedge today, said it could possibly break to the upside. Someone might have asked it about on the live stream this morning. And look at that. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even last night, up 12%. I'm up on this. I got it at 129, but it's, But hey, that's a good breakout. The fact that it breached this, because that's a trend line there. And it was hitting the trend, and it broke the trend line. We had it possible could have made a right shoulder. It did not. It got out. Could have got a good place here or the retest of the zone. And I like to see when it's here, can it come back down to the pattern? But look, bounce, respected that idea. ChatGPT is actually about to blast. It's in a cup and handle. Hold up, look at this. This thing is going up right now. I think this thing is about to blast to the upside like you wouldn't believe. Look at this. Sammy cup and handy on a Sunday night. ChatGPT about to get levied. Look at the 1 hour time frame. Don't look at any other time frame. Don't sweat it. I'm just looking at this 1 hour, and this 1 hour wants bacon in the Bahamas. I changed it up on you. He wants bacon in the Bahamas. Let's take a look here. I believe we can get to that next resistance. That's a nice move to 157. Starting to break out already. That's a Sammy cup and handy to the upside. And the crowd goes wild. Steph Curry back all the way from downtown. Steph Curry from downtown. All the way from downtown. It was 1975. I had just started coaching the Mavericks. We were a vicious team. But yeah, things are looking pretty nice for ChatGPT. 15-minute, I bet, has hidden bullish. I got a feeling you got hidden bullish. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. That's hidden bullish divergence. Is it not? I believe it is. That tells you the trend will continue to the upside. You should make a high higher than this high. Boom. Golden cross right there on the 15-minute. You don't have a lot of movement on the time frames. ChatGPT. Now the 1 hour needs to come on. The 15-minute's not perfect right now. So I'll be looking for the 15-minute to make a bit of a flag here. Flag out. Touch the 21. And then that's going to be a beautiful move to the upside. Let's put that back. So I'm looking, and again, what I like about my strategy is I would watch this flag on the 15 and the stochastics. One or two things are going to happen. The price is going to keep going and going to miss out. So, so you could either get in on the 1 hour and forget about it with the stop loss below this area. Okay, that's something I would do. I get in on the 1 hour. Like, I don't look at the 15. I don't trust the 15. I get in. Look, it's pumping now. I mean, price would have been in there too. I mean, but stochastics are low. I don't like breakouts personally. I would like bottom of the channel, but I like what I'm seeing. So I'd either get in now with a stop loss below here. My stop loss would have to be somewhere down here, right? Or I wait for the 15-minute to reset properly in the stochastics, which would take about an hour and a half to 2 hours, okay? And then enter the trade if this flag is valid. What's cool about it, if the flag is valid, then you can look for a pattern, and if the pattern is one of the patterns that has a 68% chance of a break to the upside, then you have another set of confluence to add to why you would like to take the trade. Another thing that I know that happens is price likes to touch the 21-day moving average before it can continue to the upside. This is going to be our measured move out of that. So I already can see, this is how you would move to the upside. Just look, same idea here. You pumped up. I would have said, hey, everyone, we're a little far away from the 21. I'd say we got to wait for the 15-minute to reset and for the 21 to get back to price action. I said, maybe it does this. Maybe it does more of a falling wedge. We're not sure, but it's going to do one of these two patterns. You see me do this all the time. Once it starts to fall down, I get rid of the bigger pattern. Once it stays up, I get rid of the smaller pattern. Then I watch, and price action will touch the 21. Once it touches the 21, I know it's ready to go. So look, price touches the 21. I taught you this on Bitcoin last week if you're in the trading group. I showed you how the 4 hour was high and we were going to wait for it to touch it. I predicted it. I waited. Bitcoin came to the 4 hour 21 and that was the time to enter the trade perfectly. Same idea here. So I project trades before they happen. I can see what's going to happen before it happens. And it doesn't happen exactly. But when the market rips and it's going really well, I'm like 70 to 80% accurate on this because the volume just keeps pumping and it keeps going over and over and over again. We GRT double top on Bitcoin. HNS 15 time frame. Freedom Fighter. We got a double top on Bitcoin. Head and shoulders in the 15. That's what you think. You know what I mean? I'll break it down. We'll see what happens. We're going to be here for the next 15 minutes, for the next 2 hours. So you'll see what happens, my man. Freedom Fighter. Why are you long on this? I used to do that. I used to because I had an ego problem. So I was like, it was like 5 or 6 years ago. I'd be watching YouTube. I thought I knew a trade. A trader would go again, and I'd be like, why are you doing that? Like, you have no idea what you're doing. Ah. I was really immature when I was doing that, but whatever. It's all good, man. I get it. The new Hong Kong coin has been crazy. I've never even heard about it. Shout out to Justin Crypto. Thank you. Artificial intelligence coins will be the narrative this year and next year. Of course they will. I have a $20,000 portfolio that I already shared with my entire team, and I loaded up on all the goodies, and that's going to go to 200,000, I humbly believe, or more. It could even be $1 million portfolio, in my humble opinion. I think I could 10x. I think I could 100x that thing. Okay. So I just want to show you that idea back there, how we definitely came back. What is that? Is that really the 200? That's the 200 SMA? Weird. Very strange. So again, I wouldn't touch this to the 15-minute made a flag and then pump to the upside. All right. I like the bigger idea and I like the cup and handle. I like what I'm seeing here. All right. Hey, bro, EKTA. I bought you Trubit. I didn't buy what? Pull 50% of profits on AI now. Just waiting and keeping the trade in. There you go, man. Stop loss to break even is what I would be doing. Love the stream. Thanks, brother. Gotta go to work. Shout out to Quinn, man. Thank you for being here. God bless you all for being here on a Sunday night here in the East Coast. I'm just telling you, when the 7-minute is oversold, you're likely to get a bit of a move. I'm just playing the pattern. See, this guy's like, we double top. Blah, blah, blah. Technically, that's a lower low, like low. You know what I mean? And these are higher lows. It's lower highs and higher lows. That's the way it goes to get the money as it flows. Lower highs and higher lows. That's the way it goes to get the money as it flows. Because it gets tighter in the channel. When you have lower highs and higher lows, you're getting tighter in the channel. Moving averages are super tight too. So the long's up $7 already. I could close it right now, $3 a day. Another 1%. I just keep taking it. Your back skull was great. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, your thoughts on EKTA. Thank you. No worries. Don't say sorry. I just had no idea what you were saying. You know what I mean? You bought me Trubit. I was like, what? I've never heard of EKTA, so thank you for giving me a coin I've never seen. Interesting. Looks like you know what you're doing. You may have drawn this and you want to see if I'm seeing the same thing that you're seeing. You just want that verification. I like it. That's a beautiful... I've played that pattern many times for gains in my life with low stochastics and tight moving averages. This thing looks like it could make bacon on the beach. I like it. I've made a trade. I've taken a type of trade like this many, many times in my life. What else can you do? Everyone overthinks trading. You get a set of indicators, you get a probability, and eventually you just post up or you don't. Like, it is what it is. You know, and over time, you win trades that remind you of other trades and you take them or you don't. I love this trade a lot. This trade's nice. 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. It could be a double top and dump you down, but the stochastics tell a story, right? 4 hours resetting. The 1 hour wants to go. 15 minutes got indecision. Honestly, this thing could move. I'm actually even going to show it. This thing could move. It really could. I've never heard about this coin, so we found another new coin. That's why I love the live stream. The live stream's like going through a jungle. on a new expedition every single time, and we never know who's going to show up. There's probably someone new here every single time with the algorithm, right? It's like going into New York City. We got people from all around the world here, right? Clean Polo Sam, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Very nice of you to compliment me on my shirt. You didn't have to do that, and that's a nice karmatic point for you. May God bless you for doing that. Very nice, man. Wow, that looks pretty good. Back at 28,000, baby. Look, and there's the bounce. Even if you just played this bounce of the 7-minute with me, you would be in the money. Come on. Look at that. And it defied the shoulder, head, and shoulder, which is great, right? And now I'm actually in the money. I mean, now I'm up another 3%. I have showed you how to make 3% earlier today, last night, the night before. Like, I consistently make 3%. Like, honestly, I could sit here and make 3% over and over again. I could just print money. I'm just going to start upping the ante soon. After 30 days of consistently doing this, I'm going to up the ante. And again, do not lever trade unless you know what you're doing. This is MEXC. MEXC is the place to be, though. I absolutely, MEXC Global, baby. MEXC Global. MEXC Global is the place to be. It really is. And sign up with my referral link if you can. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the love. MEXC, lowest fees, 0% for future, 0% for taker fees for both spot and future maker fees, baby. And, I love it, man. I love MEXC. They got a iPhone app, and they just got so many awesome coins that a lot of other people just do not. They also get some of the first coin. Look at this thing. Mint Marble, MIM. Up 1,000% today at 10x. It just did. Can and Moon, 142%, 42%. ENS Domain. That's funny. They have an ENS coin just like the other ones, up 33%. Gens, maybe. Oh, no. Yeah, Gens. We love Gens. We trade Gens on and off with the trading group. Loop has been hot. Hive has been hot. We trade Hive on KuCoin. I'm telling you, Alien. A lot of different coins here in the market. MEXC Global, sign up today. When you're starting out, you can't afford to pay fees. It is what it is. MEXC Global knows that. They want to make it easy on your way in. 0.2% for maker and taker fees. All right? Just jump on it today. Also, if you're a lifer and you use my lifer link, jump on in today to the lifer link. All right? MEXC also has airdrop for ARB. Arbitrum, baby. Arbitrum. But here, use this link here to join in to this little free, hooking you up. Deposit a trade to earn $9,100. This will last for 21 more days. Jump on in. Net deposit greater than $500. Earn a USDT futures bonus. I mean, $10 for free is amazing. Who wouldn't want $10 for free immediately? Boom. If you spot trade volume over 3,000, or you'll get $10 in BTC. If you spot trade more than 30,000, you get $40 in BTC, which could 10x to $400 at one point in your life. $10 future bonuses as well if you go over $10,000 and $100,000. Then they even up the ante up to $9,000 in future bonuses. You do have to deposit a hefty amount, over $150,000, and the trading volume over 50 million. But hey, you still will receive a 9,000 USDT future bonus. And what I love more is just the maker and the taker fees, And shout out to them for doing a cool campaign with the lifer. God bless MEXC. And they love the lifer, man. They love the lifer. So let's move. So there's another trade to the upside. Just pointed it out. It has to get above the zone. It is pushing up on the 7-minute time frame. And this is just what happens when you find a pattern. You're likely to bounce to the bottom of the pattern, just to the top of the pattern. It's really just about it. Okay. Thanks for EKTA. What do you think about TrueBit? God bless you. Thank you. Let's take a look at TrueBit. Well, if you hit one, maybe you hit another one. Let's take a look at TrueBit for the man over here. Let's take a look at TrueBit. Okay, TrueBit on Tether here. Okay. So it looks like I had gone over it here and we got stopped out. I got pumped up a little bit. I would have brought stop loss to break even, then probably either take a tiny. If it hit there, I usually sell 50% at that first moment, so I may have gotten out and made a win there. Never hit the measured move, never went to the upside. Bitcoin tanked the market So let's take a look here of where we are now. We got to look at the daily time frame right off the bat. This music is weird. It's all right, but it could be better. So true one, baby, true one. I mean, when I look at the daily, I see a cup in handy, right? You just wanted to hear me say Sammy cup in handy, didn't you? I know you did. I know what you were doing. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, buddy. I know what you're doing over there. I'm on to you 100%. Man, it feels so good to go on your own, man, because you know what? You could die today and say, you know what? I'm my own man. I am my own man. Nobody's telling me what to do for the rest of my life, except for my wife and my kids. But yeah, I don't mind doing what they want me to do. They're blessings. So the daily wants to come on down, but the 22 probably looks great because the whole market looks okay. A little extended. Would like it if it was lower. Let's throw in an order block, see if we got a blue block anywhere. Not that on the 4 hour. 4 hour might have a block. Yeah, so wow, you're on an order block right there with the 4 hour time frame. It's a pretty good sign. You could get a bounce, but you're overexposed to the 4 hour on the stochastic. Here, you're in another symmetrical right here. See this? That's a symmetrical triangle right there, chubby triangle. It breaks up, or you can make a little, or breaks down. You may come one more time to the bottom, right in this region of the order block. The 1 hour is too overbought, but the 4 hour is a little beat for me. Even though 1 hour it got some indecision, it could pump though. I would look for this to break out, right? Retest this area. That would be a sweet spot because you'd be on there, and then you could gap right up to this, and that high volume node there on the VRVP. So I like this idea here for True One. It isn't a giant cup and handle. See if the 2-day and the 3-day got some love. Not enough movement. Not enough volume over time. Sorry. It could do some damage. It's not my favorite. I'd wait out that 4 hour time frame. Again, if it does pump, I'd rather miss the pump and try to get on the retest here once it gets back above resistance. What do you think of GRT? Didn't it tank this morning for some stupid reason? Oh no, that was GRQ or something. So I like this. I like the shoulder head and the shoulder that it's forming here. I'm looking for the breakout on the retest, right, of that area, because that would be a nice point to jump on in. So let's reassess the situation. That's that. That's that. A little messy and voracious here. I've played this exact pattern a few times. I always remember Matic was in this pattern like a year or two ago. A lot of coins were in this, and it played out really well. And so I remember this funky pattern, and I've traded it a few times. And it's played out. We even have a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. That could do some damage. Man, we work hard on the weekends. You think most YouTubers and people take the weekends off? Well, you know who doesn't? Ben doesn't. BitBoy doesn't, so he inspired me to keep moving. Shout out to BitBoy, man. I love you, brother. Shout out to all the awesome YouTubers. Shout out to Tom Crown, Jason Casper, Frankie Candles, Keller Kellum, Eric Crown, Mitch Ray, Jordan Cameron. There's probably so many more I might be missing out. And someone's going to be like, eh. Shout out to all the awesome streamers, man. Shout out to Corey Costa. You're awesome, Corey. I love you, man. I love reading your tweets, bro. Now that I got to interact with these people and then I read their tweets, it's awesome. Shout out to Debate Crypto, man. I love them too. Shout out to Sin City Crypto. Shout out to this is my family at this point. Y'all my family. Like, you need something, you come to my house. I take care of you. My crypto people are my crypto peoples. Listen, we got the Keystone wallet. It's going to be air-gapped. You can put your thumb on it. This thing's going to be a blast. But I have a link right now to Treasure Touch too as well. Jump on into Treasure Touch. Ben Cohen's a real one too. I like Ben Cohen. Nice kid. Nice kid. Hello and welcome back into the Cryptoverse. I'm just messing around. But this is what it is. I do voices, right? I thought I was just doing his voice. That's all. Hi, everybody. And welcome back to the Cryptoverse. And you have to like mess your hair up and make it like you never comb it. Ben, I love you, but why don't you comb your hair, man? You know what I mean? You're online every day. You know what? No one cares. They like your analysis, but Sin City Crypto. Hola! If Carl for the Moon shows up to your house, he gonna pull every rug in the house. You're funny, man. Crypto World Josh. I don't want to hate on anybody, you know. I just saw Thomas Crollo do a thing with Carl the Moon, and I was like, I don't want to hate on anybody, man. They do what they do. I'm just gonna keep doing what the lifers need to do. Hope you and the fam are well, Sam. Could we do a deep dive on Koinos? Thank you, brother. Game-changing layer 1 according to institutional investors. A lot of people are all over it. My buddy loves it. Spriga Toas in the trading group. I only listen to Slick Back Hair TA, man. Carl is amazing. Fanny. Sammy Cup and Hattie. What's good, lifer friend? I'm salty because I got rug pulled. Yeah. A bunch of those projects didn't do too well. Casper Depends box with Da Vinci's face on it's hilarious. You're funny. Super chats. Flux, VAI on KuCoin, GMM on KuCoin, and GRT. Wow, you know, somehow, how do I not see these? Arcas is ripping. Thank you, bro. Is it really popping? It looked like it continued a little bit there. I'm still thinking they could come back down, though. See, I'm thinking of shorting this puppy. It may go parabolic, though. Let's look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour kind of does want to go parabolic. Let's wait out this 1 hour before we open up a short. Let's the 1 hour play out. This thing could continue. It does have a measured move out of the, when a rising wedge breaks out parabolically all the way to 2.4. I have a bag of CAS. Want to make it really clear, CASPA. This is something that I like. We are going to the shirt with the Sammy Cup and Hattie. When are we going to shirt to make? Why don't you make it? Someone find the illustrator, tell him to make it. I'll pay him, and I'll get it done. I'm busy, man. So help me get these things done. You know what I mean? Help me get these things done. I used to try to do all this stuff, and I half did it all. Now I just hire people to get it done, and I keep doing what I do. Shout out to the 594 people on the live. 310 likes. I knew y'all would come back once basketball was over. I knew y'all were coming back. Where were you? We were making games while y'all were watching basketball. I did watch one game, though. I watched one game. I always try to watch more. And I kept telling myself, oh, March Madness, I can't wait. I just worked that much. I just kept being like, nah, it's more important to be in my trades, more important to do what I do than to make that crazy move, right? Look, up $13, 3%. You could close that trade and just continue to compound over and over. And now you're at 870, then you're at 880, then you're at 890, 900, 1000. Then you slowly turn $400 to $1,000 and you grind. It's baby steps, one step at a time. I like to take the trade once it's up just over and over and over again. A smart trader takes the money. This could still make a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there, you see? We have a resistance that we can't get above, a local resistance right here. Right there. You see where these candles close a little bit? And even right here, we have a local resistance right there. That extends to that bounce area. Resistance, bounce on the, Can't stand this one. It doesn't really match. This matches 100%. The 1 hour still could pump, but it could just dump on you too. I've seen this and just you take a melee to the downside. We are heavy resistance in the 1 hour time frame. 7 minute scalp. And I really don't like to trade Sunday night. Worst night to trade of my life. Instant close. See the 5 minute. 5 minute might have gas. No, it doesn't. I'm going to instant close that. I'm out for another percentage gain. And I just keep winning. Even though there's small wins, I just keep taking it. So look. I mean, that could bounce though, right? See that? That's a tight channel there. I personally can't stand Sunday night trading. Worse, like if I can, I don't keep a trade open on Sunday night. I just don't. Not unless once we get into a Bitcoin a bull run, then I do. But everyone got so excited about their coin. They're like, it's going to the moon. Big breakout, blah. I guess. I don't know. You just said huge breakout. can say it broke out here and it's retesting this support zone. Previous resistance becomes new support. Better hope you're 50 minutes low and pushing up. All right, it is. You did just retest this zone. Got some hidden bullish there that could continue to the upside for Horizon. Bit of a cup and handle there too. And if you drew your fib, it came down to the 618 off impulse. 786. I mean, that's interesting. Right there, bouncing off the 618. You go lower to perfect impulse, it's actually in the golden pocket almost now. I'm just from this impulse to that impulse. It's interesting. It could continue to the upside and make it to all the way to that 13418. Bitcoin will move between 4 and 4:03 a.m. Just can't tell you which way. Am I still the only one long on AMP? You must be. Shout out to Eric Browning. Shout out to Eric Ward. All you do is win, and it don't stop. Sam, you pay for that instant close. Not worth it. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I didn't. How much do I pay, though? Yeah, but the fees are so small on MEXC, it doesn't matter, man. You get it? The fees are way smaller for that. So it really doesn't matter, you know? That's what I believe, but... I like Alchemy Pay. It has been looking good to me. I like whoever brought that up. Thank you for saying that. Alchemy Pay looks somewhat interesting, and we'll show you why. We have a trade idea for Alchemy Pay right now. Stops below the lower low. Entry right here at the aggressive part. 4 hours not in my favor, though. I don't like how it looks. 22-hour could make a move. It would have to bend that 4 hour. We'd have to somehow get through a sideways 4 hour and not break this trend line, which is hard to do, considering how high the stochastics are. It is at 0.33105, but I am watching Alchemy Pay, and even if it makes, I believe a stop loss somewhere below here could be a safe move. Not trying to compare to, but big boy. Shout out to everybody here. I'll turn that 1,000. I don't want to compare anybody, man. He's my buddy, man. Don't do that. Don't alienate me against people I love. I can't. I don't want that ever publicly done again. I really don't. I really don't. I love that channel. I love those people, and I love everyone over there. AJ's a good friend. Like, everyone there is now my family. I consider them my family, so please, just don't do that stuff. I think you're saying it in a 100% positive manner. I 100%, I get you. But I don't want any of that. You know what I mean? Ben also runs a company with 50 employees. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I sit and trade every single day. Like, the man's a self-made CEO, like, grinding with a bunch of responsibilities. So we live two different lives, man. You know what I mean? We're both, God bless. Yeah. Mr. Lifer, all your crypto friends are millionaires, including you yourself, but does that bother you that I need to earn more money quickly, that I don't want to be left behind? Or will you take it easy? Don't worry, man. Don't worry about it. There's people way ahead of me. I was watching Carl the Moon and Thomas Crowlow. Dude, Carl the Moon's worth like $100 million. He's sitting with $1 million watch on, and they both own Bugattis. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting and they're 28 years old, and I'm 40, and I'm like, these guys are so ahead of me. What's the point, man? Don't compare yourself to anyone. God put you exactly where you need to be, man. God, if I compared myself to other people, I'd be all like, oh, no. I'm so happy where I'm at. I compared to myself where I used to be. I used to be in a one-bedroom apartment. I used to be depressed. I used to struggle. I didn't know what Bitcoin was. I didn't have so much in my life. You know what I mean? RLC USDT, please, Sam, cup and handy to the downside. Bitcoin turned a lot of people onto a lot of people. Bitboy helped the entire space grow, man. Everybody knows so many people because of that channel. They did a great thing for all of cryptocurrency, man. They didn't do it for they didn't just think about themselves. They created love around everybody. You know. The struggle was my motivation. The struggle will always be your motivation. Time to get back into Mina. Life facts, appreciate all you do. Thank you. I knew I'm in good hands. We're going to get you wherever you need to be. Money is not value. You are the only value that matters. Exactly. You can create the value from yourself, and then the money comes. Once you know you're valuable, you can bring money into your life so simply and easily. I'm headed for depression. Don't do that. If you feel like you're love the Bit Squad, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I won't grab all Ben Armstrong. He's a positive force for the space. Exactly. Thank you for saying that. I found you because of BitBoy Z. So it became a BitBoy love fest now. See that? And that's what I want, man. That's what I want. You're not trying to compare. So there you go. Yeah. I just want to make it really clear. Shout out to Burke, man. I love you, brother. I want to make it really clear that we love everybody everywhere, man. Been a lifer for 2 years. Got here from BitBoy and Crypto Love. See? Shout out to Rex, man. We love you, brother. B2, found you on the BitBoy show. Thank you. Liquidity, please, Sam. We'll take a look. I was introduced to you. See? Look at all you beautiful souls, man. I don't bite the hand if, you don't bite the hand that feeds you, man. For my cake army, please. Ooh. Asking about cake. That's kind of cool. An OG right there at you. You know me then. So Alchemy Bay could make bacon on the beach. But it could slip on this trend line on that 4-hour time frame and maybe come a little lower too. Stops below this green line should not get hit, but you never know. We could double bottom and make a wick. But I like what I'm seeing from Alchemy Pay on the 22-hour time frame. It could blast off. All right, baby. All right, 9:13. Time is flying. How we already do this for an hour? How I've already been on for an hour. This is absolutely insane. How? Shout out to the $57, $70 in chat revenue, 586 people on the live, 342 likes. We got 200 beautiful souls, 260 souls, 240 souls that just think the like button doesn't exist. I don't know why. Hey, hit that like button. Do the right thing. I always say, if you have bags and you believe in crypto, then hit the like button because it helps the algorithm push more people and helps crypto become more popular. Right? Okay. Let's take a look at a super chat here. It's Flux. Let's take a look at Flux. Where my life is at, baby? Where my life is at? Life for Army all day long. So, like, I had Flux in this giant cup and handle. Been watching it closely. 22-hour had time to shine. It really just didn't give us the gusto. Kind of whack. Daily's also in indecision. So we may even slump and go sideways. Flux has taken its time to get tighter and tighter in the zone. It had that halving, got sold off, back to 63 cents. Funny, we've had our time. Remember we got into Flux here, rode it up. Flux has been interesting, right? Then we even traded Flux down here for another bigger move to 156. We got in at 60 cents down here. We traded that whole move up. Gave it all the way back, traded up. Then I got hacked for all my Flux on the 3 commas API. That was depressing. And there you go. I got over it pretty fast because something else even bigger than that was happening to me. I was like, you know what? The 11K hack's not that bad because, someone's trying to take $500,000 from me at this point. Yeah, so, I didn't even care about the 11K hack because, it's like someone's trying to rip your arm off. You wouldn't really care if they were trying to cut your neck in two. You know what I mean? If I gotta take my arm, as long as you don't get my neck. Insane. But it only made me stronger, and it made me more spiritual. And I said, I'm only what I am. I'm not what the material goods that make me. What makes me spiritual is what I truly am. I'm nothing else. All right? Nothing else. For my cake army, man, I love you. We're going to get cake. So Flux, I see Flux making a move, but I don't like where the daily's cooking. 2 days kind of could make, and you got the shoulder, head and shoulder. To me, it says we go more sideways for a while, and you're going to have to wait for the whole market to kind of really rip to get Flux out of its little bit of a rut, in my humble opinion. And for me, let's break out of this first and retest that area. That would be a nice entry for me personally. Magic gave it all the way back, right? Didn't make the love, but let's look at the Magic now. It's in a giant inverted, right? Kind of a shoulder head and a right shoulder there for Magic. All right. Interesting consolidation. Very, very interesting. Definitely bounce off the 786. It's on a golden pocket fib now. Let's go to our 4-hour time frame. See, this is the issue with a lot of coins now. It's like we're spent on the 4-hour, but we didn't make our move. Like when the 4-hour went from the low to the high on the stochastics RSI, you should have went from the top here to the top. The fact you didn't do that tells me that there's a resistance point. And look, that could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I don't like Sunday night. I really don't. I have to be honest with you. Sunday night and Monday are the worst 2 days to trade. Worst times to trade. Doesn't mean you can't make a gain there, but some of the worst times to trade, personally, right? And yeah, that trade would have been back to break even, right? So I took what I could and I let it sit. We're at 880, right? And so I'm going to try to take this account to 10,000. That would be the plan. I won't put any more than 880 in here. And I'm just going to chip away. It might take me a year. It might take me 6 months. I'm just going to have a long-term plan on it. And I'm going to care about every single dollar. And I don't care if I add $10. I don't care if I add 5. I do not care as long as I don't lose money. The first rule is not losing money. Can you go in and out without losing the money? That is the plan, right? Let's get back to our 7-minute. Is it still ready to rock? It kind of could still give us bacon on the beach. I'm telling you, I've seen everything happen that you wouldn't believe. So look, that was a symmetrical triangle. See? Chubby triangles usually dump on your face. I just want to let you know. They are called 50-50 patterns, but they usually dump. And look, that was a chubby triangle. Right? And look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Look at that now. Clear as day. And I even said that could be the right shoulder there. And that's what I got out. I didn't like it. Look, I would have been down on the trade. Sammy took that little piece. I took this little piece and I was out like a bandit. I was out like a bandit. You know? And that's how you protect capital. It's okay to limp out with a small win. As long as you don't lose money, protect thy purse. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but protect thy purse. All right? Measured move of this would be that your head to the neckline, and then you swing this to the shoulder. See how beat up the 5-minute is and the 1 minute. They're trying to say, hey, we're going to hold this trend line, not let this spill out. Messy, messy, messy. The volatility of a Sunday night, right? The volatility of a Sunday night. Oop, get that out of there. Get that out of there. And let's get this out of here for now. It's too much. A 7-minute scalp can be gone. But look at this. You're looking at the 1 hour, and you're like, okay, double top at resistance. Agreed with what the man said. But look here. 7-minute as the shoulder, head, and shoulder. You would not have been able to see that unless you went into the 7-minute time frame. Agreed? So, and there. That's bearish, man. Now, this will bug you out now, though. Because you're like, this guy. A good trader is always open-minded and just always looking for confirmations. It's technically forming a falling wedge, is it not? I'm just, being open-minded. And in a way, I feel like it was this, and we lost the channel already, though. Yeah, that's no trend line. And look, the head and shoulder really just hit the measured move now. I wish I could have scalped it the other way and just shorted it down then. Second I opened up closed the long, I should have shorted, but I didn't think of it. And taken $3 the other way, you know what I mean? Sketchy night. I'm going to give you what I believe is going to happen into tonight, into tomorrow morning. At the end of the stream. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to update you and give you my final prediction of where Bitcoin's going to go. But you got to stay to the end, baby. I'm going to dangle it on you. I'm going to dangle that carrot. I'm going to dangle that carrot. All right? So see, I knew that was time to get out of the trade. Why? You were too far away from the 21-day moving average. And so here you have you make the flag this way. You're going to interact with the 21-day SMA, the 21 SMA, and then that's when things could happen. This white line is going to creep up into price action. I see this as a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder too, though. That could take you down to the point of control. 15-minute wants to take you down right now. Let's take a look at the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency. It's going to give us a kind of an indication of where we are, where we stand, and what is happening. So total market cap. Let's go here on the daily. Giant inverted head and shoulder for sure. Shoulder, head, and the shoulders. It says we pump to the upside. That's it. That's it. We should really just, sometimes you don't look at any small time range. You see the big picture, you make a play. Other times you're scalping with leverage and you're looking at smaller time frames. It all depends on how comfortable you are with the move. All right? Leverage gets more comfortable if you do it humbly and small. Look at me. I've done some amazing things when it comes to crypto. I still don't mind playing with $400 at 11. You know what I mean? To me, I don't mind. And remember, I bought a whole Bitcoin at 19,000. I'm sitting at 20. I'm up $10,000, $11,000, $9,000 now at 28K. You know what I mean? I bought another Bitcoin between, you know, I'm not going to brag, but I bought a good amount of Bitcoin between 16 and 20,000. I even bought more between 20 and 23. So I'm up fatly, so to speak here. So I've been watching the 12-hour, and this is kind of the flag that I've been going over. I have a bigger trade for Bitcoin on this 12-hour time frame, right? I'm just holding it, letting it see where it goes. So this is the idea here. Bull flag to the upside of the 12-hour. Defies all the time frames and all the nonsense that we're looking at. As long as we stay above 1.09 trillion, we have nothing to worry about. And honestly, now this is breaking. And now this has the diagonal trend line kind of move. And now it's still kind of at the resistance on the diagonal trend line. Bitcoin's on the other side of the diagonal trend line. This is still slightly at a resistance. But the 12-hour time frame says we could make boom, 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 right? 4 hours just crossing the dotted line. Doesn't mean we're done yet. Let's see is it doing a bearish cross or is it just free? Let's see. You got to really zoom in. It's slightly bending there. We need that to flip back up. That's not the best sign. You know, that little move there isn't the best indication. So total market cap. 12-hour to me looks pretty good. But we could even, you know, I like this. So look, 4-hour dumps here because you're at resistance, clear as day. So here's the line, but you broke out, you broke back in, you broke out, you came back. We got the diamond too. Don't forget, this is the same diamond on Bitcoin. This track is hot. How is it not? Is it with like the kind of, it sounds like the tribal kind of, like I just love that stuff. So it is a diamond. The diamond could easily break to the downside. We could have a shoulder. This could be a head. We could make a right shoulder here and dump to the downside. I'm open-minded for the bearishness, okay? I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I'm a trader. I'm looking for opportunity anyway. I'm looking for volatility. I'm looking for movement. Can we get the movement? That's all I want. Shout out to the 610 beautiful souls on the live. 415 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. So, boom. So I see the 4-hour rolling over on us to the downside here. Then holding the zone. Hopefully bouncing off previous resistance as support. And then that would be a beautiful long. Oversold 4-hour, oversold 22. It would probably be somewhere like tomorrow afternoon because it's going to take about 16 hours for the 4-hour to really play out. About 4 or 5 candles, and it takes about 20 to 16 hours. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16. It is what it is. Okay? So that's what I'm looking at here on the total market cap. All right? And we could get all the way to $1.28 trillion. So I'm sticking to that until I don't have to. And I'm open-minded. The second I see a right shoulder, the second I feel that we're too exposed, and like if we come down here and then we come up again on the 4-hour and we're still just like the time frames and the stochastics are going to tell me what the word is. They're going to tell me what the word is. So we have an inverted. We got to break this channel. We lose this area. We come back down to 1.04 and then we'll talk. Like then we'll be here and then I'll go over that. So if we lose this area, we drop down to here. All right. And that's the total market cap. We take a look at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart's a little spent. Does it have bearish divergence? Kind of does. That's not a good sign. I have to be honest with everybody. Hold up. It's a bit worrisome here. This swings up, this swings down. You got bearish div on the 3-day. That's not good. That's not good at all. Really isn't. That's a very big time frame to see some bearish divergence on. This swing high to this swing high is an uptrend, but here it's a clear downtrend. Bitcoin would have to pump up here and make a high and defy this. And I don't love what the stochastics are doing. They're about to make a bearish cross. That would have to bounce too. It's pretty sketch. 3 days a little sketch. Can the 12-hour save the day? So here's the deal. I want to see the 4-hour reset, hold the zone, and then I would be longing the 4-hour with the 22. And honestly, the idea is you could still long the bigger time frame. So look, I was doing this with the groupage. Yeah, and I still got all my groups, thank goodness. So I get rid of this group for you, and I get rid of the other group for you. And so this is the group that I've had open. Just keep it in here simple. right? So even though I had all that crazy work, I can still and I'm just looking at the 12-hour on this one. You got to be able to see the bigger picture, even if you're playing in the minutia. All right? I'm serious. I hope I didn't make you laugh, but it's serious. Like, and this took me years to do. My brain was unable to do this because when you first start out, you have to think so much about the other things. It's a lot harder to be able to encompass multiple time frames in your mind. But you'll get better at it over time. It's like juggling. I just had an epiphany. Trading is a lot like juggling. When you first start, you can only juggle one ball, then two balls, and then you see jugglers, they're just like, how many time frames can you juggle in your subconscious, in your prefrontal cortex? Like, how much can you play this out? How many times have you seen it? I've been doing it for a while now, right? So you've seen me every single day for hundreds of days now. 700 days straight. I've done this for 2 years straight without a day off. That's 730 straight days, right? I mean, and add a month now when we hit April. So started the channel in September of 2019. Soon it will be a 4-year journey I went on this YouTube channel. Like I did college on YouTube. It's crazy. I find it fascinating. One day will be like a 10-year anniversary on YouTube, and I'll look back. I got into crypto in 2016. Soon it will be 7 years I've been in cryptocurrency. 7 years. I can't believe that. I think I just got in. I feel like I just started. This journey has been mind-blowing. Everyone that's been with me on this journey, I just still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Let's get into all the super chats now after we looked at that total market cap, broke it down. Magic internet money would have to bounce there. I don't like what the stochastics is. I just don't. Let's take a look at VAI on KuCoin. A long-term hold for me personally. VAIO. Let's take a look at what's happening to VAIO on the daily time frame. I mean, that's a cup and handle if I've ever seen one. Daily's getting oversold, getting ready to do the Takamoka. I just made that up, but it sounded cool. The Takamoka. The Takamoka Boka. I have no idea where that came from, but it looks like it's going to do the Takamoka. Not your tacos, not your cryptos. So look, this is a cup and handle. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. The man who laughs at his own jokes, Samuel James. So look, there's a cup. There's a handle. Moving average is getting tight. 200 the outlier. I like what I'm seeing. 22-hour probably ready to blast off. Easy peasy. I'm going to draw you a fib, and you're going to see you're at the 0.618. Coincidence? I don't think so. How did I know we're going to be at the 0.618, 0.65, 706 region here? Because I've seen this so many times in my life, it's absolutely absurd. And these are the AI coins with the AI narrative. That's a 281% gainer coming out of VOI. I bought this coin 2 years ago. It's funny, I went into my old Telegram the other day just to point out, and I searched the name of this coin for everybody. Went into my old group. Went into my old group, Lifer World Telegram Trading Group, and then there was the Lifer right here, charts and calls only, right? And then if you search here, VAIOT, you can see my post on 4/10/2021. And look, there's a cup and handle for VOI. Like, I've been doing this. Isn't that crazy? I posted it. It's coming up on 2 years ago. I posted this coin. This coin is 2 years old. I've been trading this coin on and off for 2 years. Most people think it's a brand new coin they've never heard about. I'm telling you right now, I have relationships with these coins for years and years, man. It's insanity. And I have a story, I'm so deep in this. I've given my life to crypto, to the point of no return. I can't go back at this point. Alice through the looking glass. I have eaten the little shortbread cake. I have shrunken down. I've got into the little door, and I've fallen the rabbit down the hole. I've taken the red pill, and, I've been red pilled, man. It is what it is. Orange pilled, whatever you want. Bitcoin pilled. It's been done to me. It's been done to me. VAI, OT, USDT, giant cup and handle. and it bowled out. I mean, that was the time for those V's. People jumped in now. They're already still up huge if they were getting in at a penny. They're up at 9x already, and at one point they were up at 26x. This thing's about to 3x. This thing's about to go to 9 to, this is about to 4x. From 9 to 36 cents. And again, it may not. It may dump. Bitcoin could dump. Anything is possible. But this is an AI narrative. We waited for the pump. We didn't chase. We watched it slowly come back down to the 618 area. Institutional consolidation. We're going to play like smart money and bots and consolidate at the right time on the right Fibonacci's. And we're going to stay calm, and we're not going to chase green candles because that's not what we do. We wait for the Fibonacci setups. We wait for the proper moves. We get it in. All right. Mariana Trench. Sure. Brr. So I like what VII is doing. Thank you for that on the super chats. Let's take a look at GMM Gamium. It was a hot coin. I gave it a few weeks ago with a huge pump. Let's break it down. Came back to the 618. It got the pump, but that was it, right? Bitcoin, the market did a shifty shift on us. So let's take a look at this now. The wick is ridiculous, but we're going to have to use it. For to control the wick, you're on the 786. I've also seen this on Token Metrics a little bit. They've been going over it somewhat. Gamium. I also saw this on Ivan on Tech this morning, and I was like, interesting, I'm not a fan of the 22-hour being oversold, overbought. I mean, it looks like we may have to come back down first one more time before we get a breakout. Anything could happen. Low cap gem. I'm not seeing like a beautiful setup that I want. No. Rejection, resistance. Wait for this to come and find some support. Possibly double bottom here. Any order block that I want to look. Yeah, see, I want a double bottom on this bullish order block. That's the sweet spot right there. Write down 10380. 10638. 10800. That's what I'm looking at. And I could be wrong. Go to zero. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taken as such. Let's take a look at GRT. Oh, we already looked at GRT. Thank you. Yeah, we got that done. Can we do a deep dive on Coinos? Okay. Why not? It's time. We did Body AI. We got a new coin today. Let's take a look. Watch this. What if this thing rips? You never know. Could be a rug pull, though. I don't know. You should be very, very careful. 40 cents, $9 million market cap. My man loves this token. Spragia Tojas. He's told me about it. Free to use, truly decentralized. Coinos is the next evolution of the internet. Decentralized, free, and open to all. Mainnet is live. The world's first free to use, truly decentralized, and evolving blockchain is ready for your dApp. Watch the launch. The framework, the infinable upgradable, the TypeScript C++. Coinos can support practically any programming language starting with TypeScript and C++. Free NFTs, crypto, and DAOs. Unlike Ethereum, Solana, and Polkadot, create and run any kind of smart contract for free. Interesting. Honestly, though, when something's free, it also is hard to make the ecosystem run because people are monetarily motivated, right? Just makes it a little difficult. Yeah, look at the dump now. Double topping there. Get rid of that so people aren't thinking I'm longing right now. I scalped the 7. I saw what I didn't like. It's also Sunday night. I wasn't going to keep a trade open on Sunday night. Wouldn't be the smartest plan. Total supply is very small, 22 million. That's insane. I don't know why they won't give us the max supply. SEX volume is 92,000. I mean, I can't trade a trade with 92,000 in volume. That's just tough. You know what I mean? Like, I buy 1,000 of that, I'm going to move the market. So to me, that's just way too small to trade on, So you're getting in at the very beginning of something, and you'd have to believe in it. I don't truly believe, I personally would rather buy Fetch AI and AGIX than this coin. But again, I could be wrong and I may be missing out. Like a giant double bottom here. And honestly, wow, from that double bottom, it did bounce. I guess I call it kind of dipped after that when the last time we looked at it. Wow, up a nice 39%. It did make a gain. To me, the volume's just too low in this coin. I'd have to put $500 in it and forget about it. Like, that's sick. Because, I mean, look at the market cap. Okay. And Caspa continues to kind of show some love here. To me, though, I mean, that's kind of a cup and handle there, too. It's breaking out. I didn't realize how strange this song was. It was like elevator music. I believe it's more likely this dumps to the downside, and I've been waiting on a retracement on the bigger time frames back to the 618 for another load up. I would love if this came back down and loaded up here at the zone. All right. I'm looking for the load up here at this 618 green, my green box. I want in. I want in there. That's where I want in. That's where I want to see this thing come back to. However, it could go parabolic out this. Just the stochastics are telling me that it's more unlikely now that we're overbought at resistance with the bearish divergence. Look at the bearish divvy though. So I believe shorting this is probably the best idea. So I looked at it and I saw that there was a place to short it. CAS USDT.3S is the short on MEXC Global. And I figured the short should have some bullish divergence on it, and it does. See it? It really does. And even if we just traded it to the top of the pattern, might be a 47%, or maybe even right there. Yeah, you're talking. You're talking 32.9% gainer, right? That's what we're looking at. And even just at the top of the channel, see, 32%, even go a little, you know. So I'm watching this. If CAS can't make it, this short's going to pump. You see? So just, and you got this very strong bullish, well, you have a very strong bearish divergence on CASPA. So, just something my mind's saying it, let my mind go. Just, so it's not me, it's my brain. Just let my brain tell you what's happening. And, so look, I have to listen to my brain too, everybody. I do what it tells me to do. Sometimes I don't understand. I just do what it does. It's smarter than me. My brain is smarter than me. It lives by itself. And I know it sounds really strange, but I've had this brain that's been telling me what to do since I was young. Not like that, But it computes fast, and sometimes I'm like, just give me the answer. Tell me what it is. Cup and handle here at the 618 Fibonacci level. I like what I'm seeing there. I've been watching Casper for a while now. 4 hours coming back up again. 4 hours the thorn in my side. 22 looks good. Daily looks good, but the 4 hour just not wanting to play the game. So it's going to have to get pinned. Something's going to have to happen. I even see this, though, as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. So I'm just weary. I see some SMIC signs. I like the tight moving averages. I like the channel that we're in. I still watch this closely. I really would like the 4 hour to calm down first. And then we'd have an oversold 22 and 4 hour, and things would be ciao bella. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at Cake for my Cake Army. Shout out to anyone in Cake. I feel like we should do Cake BUSD. Look at this, Capital.com. Cake. What is Capital.com? And they have Cake for USD. Interesting, huh? Dude, Cake was 60 cents. It's still holding a 6X from when I got in. One of the few coins that continues to move. And I still own my Cake. I really do. I really, really do. Let's take a look at Cake USD on Binance. BUSD pair was the pair of the day, though. So let's take a look at the weekly for Cake. Funny, weekly's a little spent. Not where I'd like it to be, personally. You think it would be super low and beat to the ground. 2 week chart's even a little high. That's weird. It's a bit weird. Almost saying, are we going to have economic collapse everywhere? And everyone, wake up for Monday. It looks like more banks are going to have some issues. First Republic is struggling. All right. Charles Schwab's having some issue right now. Charles Schwab's having issues with like something's happening with their back end insurance. There's just something weird going on in the markets. The contagion is not over. I don't want to spread fear and panic, but I did the math, and I'm a math guy, and things make pretty much sense to me. And wow, the Bruins just won in a foul shootout, 4-3. Unbelievable. The Bruins just keep winning. Never seen a team win like this. Insanity. They just keep doing them, man. 57 wins, tied for the most in a single season in franchise history. Most wins ever in a single season for the Boston Bruins. I'm getting goosebumps, baby. If you know how Boston sports are, we live and die by our sports. And, I mean, they've changed my life so many times. That made me think of Stepan, the KOIN. Stepan, you know. Wow, we wanted to shoot out. They must have been like, dang. Our goalies are just unbelievable this year. Our goalies are just unbelievable. They really are. Damn, what a shot. These guys can put it right in the corner, man. I played hockey. Who here played hockey growing up? I grew up in Boston. You kind of just had to play hockey. It was what it is. Man, follow me on Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate it. And follow anyone that answered this tweet. I really appreciate it. I said, did anyone move from Northeast to Florida? Could you share your story? He said, East Coast and West Coast of Florida, completely different ocean, Gulf, beaches, and weather. Few hurricanes farther north. Insurance issues. In Florida, you have to drive everywhere. No walking to pick up food. Strip mall hell. I know. I moved to Central Florida from Indiana to attend school years ago. I ended up staying. It does get hot in the summer, though. Oh, yeah. Good for you, Sam. Smart choice. Just in time for spring and summer. That's a weather breakout right there. Florida is gigantic. If you're going to Southeast, hit me up. I'm going to Sarasota. I got some restaurants that you will love. Thank you. Literally doing the same thing, lifer, from New Hampshire to MA to CT to Florida. I keep going south, baby. I moved from New Hampshire to Florida 17 years ago. I miss Harrison's roast beef and Lake Winnipesaukee. Other than that, it's a better life down here 17 years ago. Florida must be broken into 3 parts: the Panhandle, Jacksonville, Central, and Southwest and South Florida. Yeah, I'm going to be in Sarasota, man, just kind of chilling in old people and like hangout land. Best advice I have, anything of seller, is Orlando is much hotter in the summer. Move near the coast. Within 5 miles, there's normally a decent breeze in the afternoon in the summer. Inland, it's extremely hot with no air movement. Exactly. Almost, it was this close a year and a half ago. House had to say make an offer on, the seller changed his mind and took off the market, or we're going back and forth. Meanwhile, my second choice property window came and went, I'll try another time. High yield deposit HEX. Average APY 38%. Interesting. West Coast. I moved to Florida from South Africa via England. Best I've ever made was coming to Santis land. You're funny. Can't help you there. Born and raised in Sarasota, Florida. Life, baby. My man, Cashmo. You're moving here? Woohoo. Congratulations. Did you decide on Sarasota? Oh, I would never move to Hollywood. Never in a million years. Sarasota is I just, no. I'm not moving to Hollywood, Florida. Definitely not. I told you a long time ago. Sammy Cup and Hattie moved from Mass to West Palm Beach with all my belongings in one suitcase. What a blessing it was. Every day of my life is a little better than the day before. I live in paradise and I have freedom. Accruing as much crypto as possible. Come to Florida. Dude, I tried to keep my grandma happy. Popsicles every 100 minutes. Grandma broke first. Could see grandma was not happy. But anyway, I pulled over the sidewalk and said, listen, 1 Bitcoin each. You're so funny, man. They said, son, we raised you. Proud. If you're the same range but married with multiple kids and a steady income, Central Florida works. Moved from NYC to Tampa. Best move I ever made. Look at this dude. Dude, best move I ever made. Been here a while. The state is beautiful depending on where you go. Palm Beach County, you have the best weather all year round. Outdoor activities, boating, biking, beach, you name it. Crypto-friendly state. No state tax. You can homestead your property, etc. Oh my gosh. Sorry to take so much time, but look at this. I'm going to sit here and dude. Babe, I asked a question. 68 people saying it's the best thing they ever did. Moved to Florida from the Northeast. I got 68 responses on my tweet. Did anyone move to Florida from the Northeast? Could you share your story? Dude, like not one person's unhappy. They're all extremely happy. I'm just saying. Then the guy wrote, you're voting the same. Go as fast as possible, someone said. Weather is so nice, October to April, he said. You'll love it. I'm excited, babe. I can't take it anymore, I'll tell you that right now. I want to go right now. Like I'm done. You know? I'm done. Do you like to trade Bitcoin on Sunday night? Do you like to trade Bitcoin on Sunday night? I did not. Too volatile for my liking. Which some people might like that. That's why I'm trying to see. Too volatile for me. Do you like to trade? Always going to be a typo. Don't you know. Sunday should be capital. I get it. I do not. I do know, and I write I do not. Like, what am I, just completely oblivious? Do you like to trade Bitcoin on a Sunday night? I do not. Too volatile for me. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel. There I am right there. Wow. I don't look 40, right? I don't think I look. Sometimes, I mean, when I'm tired, depends. So cake, shoulder, head and shoulder for cake, oversold in the 22-hour. I don't like the 4-hour time frame, right? It's going to have to like double top and just get pressed and let price action pump. Respect this trend line and make a move. End of the day, you could just trade the 22 no matter what, see where it goes, but it all depends, baby. I love cake, and I believe over time it's just going to continue. Will it ever get back to 44 cents? I don't know, because they don't have the APYs they used to have, right? I think it will remain a stable asset and possibly get back to $20. Do a 7X. Cake, baby, cake. Cake, baby. And I still own my cakes. I got some staking. I should actually stake them all, but I'm like afraid if I stack them for too long. I should just stake all my pancake, right? I still got, look. What? What the? There should be cake in here. Hold on. If you can't find a coin that you have, let me show you how to find the coin. If you can't find a coin that you have, let me show you how to find it. Let me show you how to find it. You type in cake. You snatch this contract address. You go back to your meta. You import token. You paste it. You add the custom token. Import tokens. That's weird. 0 cake. What was I mean? That's not right. Did I stake it? Just yesterday there was cake in there. Hold on. That's weird, man. That's strange. I'm kind of befuddled right now. Did I go to Pancake Swap and stake it all the other day? I don't remember doing that. Hold on. I wasn't farming it. I got a harvest there, some cake. 2.56 cake earned off the BNB LP. So I'm gonna run an LP on BNB. I'm always providing cake and BNB liquidity. So I got 782 right there of a BNB LP, right? Let me go to my pools. Yeah, I locked the cake, but I thought like, that's weird, man. When did I start that stake? And you got to lock it for a long time. That's the only thing. Extend unlocks in 42 days. Making 9.74 APR. I mean, hey, cake's still continuing to move. But I swear I had cake in this wallet. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong address. Oh, I almost had a heart attack, everybody. Oh my gosh. I knew, because I have a photographic memory, it doesn't give up on me. There's the cake right there. Oh my God. I knew I had it, and I was just like, I knew I had it. It's $1300. I mean, I could live with that. But it's I'm more about like knowing I had something, and then when it's not there, I'm like, no. My mind is so on point. It's like, no, you had cake, and it was the third thing in there. Where's the cake? There's the cake. All right. And I'm still going to go to Strider and figure out what I'm doing with that BNX, because I'm doing liquid staking on Strider, and I still have the BNB X, right? But there's more cake. I probably should just add more cake, man. I don't know what I'm waiting on. I'm just going to stake it all, right? What's the point? And get another for 6 weeks and get a yield boost. But I only make $17. What's the point on that? For 6 weeks? Whatever, it's better than nothing, I guess, right? And I'll pay $1 for that on the gas fee. And I should just extend this. If I extend it to 10 weeks, to 25 weeks, to the max, 46 weeks, I believe a year from now, cake will be pretty good. It'll make me a G in a year. You know? But it'll be locked up forever. You know? And what if cake hits this beautiful high and I can't get out? That's what I don't like about this. And this is why I talk about liquid staking. You know what I mean? I can do 10 weeks. You know what I mean? Make $100. All right. You got to pay to extend too. But this is the thing. I'm burning cake. Every time you do this, cake is, you're burning cake too. All right. I've been a cake man for a long time in the syrup pools. Don't get your hands sticky. That's the other thing. I do it all here. I do everything. I don't just touch the charts, man. I do it all. It's another reason people forget about that. Like, I just started doing charts, and then other guys do charts. Like, that's all I do. I do way more than charts, man. You want to really encompass what it means to be a crypto lifer. You want to come to the channel. You want to get your hands dirty. You want to jump on in with me. I know you do. You want to go all the way like I do. You don't want to go halfway. You want to make it happen, baby. You want to make it happen. So let's talk about Bitcoin before I get on out of here. Looks like we did all the super chats out there. Liquidity, please. We'll take a look at liquidity. Thank you so much for the love. $10 super chat. Oh my gosh, it's a big one. Who's doing that? Hope you're having a great night, brother. What's your take on Bitcoin and the market as a whole lately? You think we're starting to prepare for the bull? I just look at the charts one day at a time, man. One day at a time, my man. I know you want more, but I can't give it to you. No, but right now, this is a diamond that wants to break to the downside, clear as day. We've been watching the diamond ever since it started forming. Measured move would take us down here. It is a symmetrical triangle, so it could break up 50-50, really. On the right side, technically, is a symmetrical triangle. Once it's a diamond, 68% chance break to the downside. So more likely it breaks down than breaks up. That's the idea. The 1 hour still could get us a move, though. So, I'm still weary of the 1 hour time frame. If the 50 minutes oversold with the 1 hour time frame, I mean, I know you think I'm nuts, but it makes me want to long this tiny little ascending triangle here. Or this is a little pennant here that could make a move. Technically, it's another asymmetrical triangle, which could break asymmetrical. It's asymmetrical. You don't use the A, but you can say it's asymmetrical. Hit control, and you can drag a piece right off a piece and duplicate it, baby. So this is symmetrical. It could break up or break down. Likely it breaks to the downside. I have to be honest, but stochastics are low. You got to give it its break. So right now, look, I could scalp this 7 again right now, possibly for a move. Be another point to open up a 7 scalp. And this thing should pump to the upside again for another, I could get another 3% if I wanted. I'm free, everybody. I'm free, man. I'm free. I hope you are too. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Who wants to be free with me? Who wants to live free with me? Let's live free together. Let's just do it. So, bigger time frames aren't that amazing. And here's my prediction for the night. What do I see happening to Bitcoin? Honestly, based on the 1 hour and the 15, it looks like we could get a breakout to the upside tonight. It's very indecisive, though. Sometimes 1 out of 30 days, I got to tell you, I don't really know what's going to happen. You know? I'll tell you what right now, I believe the 4 hour will pin. I believe the 4 hour will pin us and dump us. So I believe we wake up tomorrow down here with red candles coming down into the zone. But watch the 1 hour throughout the night. It could change us. It could make it move. But I believe most likely, my prediction, we're down here somewhere tomorrow morning. I wake up tomorrow. Bitcoin's at about 27,500, between 27,450 and 20,600, 27,600. That's what I humbly believe is going to happen. We're going to get rejected by this top trend line. We're going to come and test the bottom. We're going to get tighter in the zone. It's going to get real volatile on Monday. And then we're going to dump out, dump back in, and then pump out of here for the false move for Monday. So that's what I see happening. I've given you my bigger time frames. I've given you my smaller time frames. I've given you everything I had. I talked till I was red in the face. GALA, JASMY, NEO, CKB. Wow, where are these super chats coming from? I don't even see them. $109 in chat revenue. You people just boosted it up to the upside. Let's take a look at liquidity. GALA, JASMY, NEO, CKB, and STG. Unreal. Let's take a look at liquidity. LQTY, USDT. And honestly, it's a service fest, right? Liquidity just keeps falling to the downside, as you can clearly see here. It's either getting sold off by VCs or you're getting dumped on. If you really believe in the project, it would have to be something that you think is going to be viable long term. I don't really know enough about it, but I do see Token Metrics talking about it. They do have it on their radar as a possible mover. Take a look at the daily. Nothing. 12-hour may give us something to look at. Nothing. 4-hour. So I'm going to have to actually get out of here and see if I can find this on MEXC, KuCoin. I'm going to have to look at it on Coinbase. It just came out on KuCoin, and it doesn't have enough data. Binance, really. All right, here we go. I like tracks like this. If you ever want to make me a track, I really like tracks like this. 122 BPM is my favorite BPM. You ever want to hook me up? 120 BPM, baby. And I'll rock all night. We will party all night long. Okay, I reloaded. Let's take a look here. 4-hour time frame still has gasolina. 12-hour wants to make bacon on the beach. So here, previous resistance becomes new support. 12-hour time frame wants to blast. Falling volume with falling price. They're all about this coin on Token Metrics too. They like it. This song is hot. Makes you want to dance. Like, I just took a picture somehow doing that. I don't know how I did that. So funny. I just took a picture of my screen by hitting the down arrow. How did I do that? I was just dancing and I took a picture of the screen. Oh, I hit print screen. All you had to do is hit print screen and it prints the whole screen. Ah, I never knew that. I like that. I mean, I like what liquidity's doing. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high in the trend, right? It's starting a new trend. It's got to hold the trend though, right? But that's the aggressive move. You boot it, and then if it doesn't, you get stopped out, and then you can get back into the double bottom. See? So liquidity could make bacon on the beach. 1-hour time frame needs to cool off. So I'll put an alert here on the 1 hour. It says the 1 hour needs to kind of come on down. And the best place to go, because it's so kind of, booms up, bounce. I mean, that would be so money, right? 250, and you find you give up 40 cents, but then you get a cleaner swing trade. Now, if you're long-term holding, you want to buy anyway and be aggressive. But if I was swing trading, I'd wait for it to get up there and just take this piece of my pie from 250 up to 361 and call it a beautiful day. And honestly, if I wait and set the trap for that and I get the retest, high likelihood that I can accomplish the move, right? Let's take a look at GALA. Now, we shorted GALA. Remember, last few days, it was a good short. Played out really nicely. Then we decided, hey, is it time to long GALA now? It was low on the 4-hour. It pumped up. See, a lot of coins have pumped up in the 4-hour and just not giving us the love. And they're kind of making these half head and shoulder patterns that I'm not a fan of. See that? Sunday night into Monday morning. I don't like it. 4-hour has to cool off. I wouldn't touch this. I put an alert on the middle at least. And I'll put another alert here. When the stochastics reset, I want an alert. And I put an alert here on the vertical line. When price action crosses it, I want an alert as well. Bigger time frames do look okay. Like the daily looks okay. 22-hour can make a move. Previous resistance became new support. So there's two ways to do this. Forget about any other time frame. Forget about this head and shoulder and long this 22 right now with a stop loss below here. That's something I could, I would think of doing. Or do I wait the 4-hour to be perfect? And these are the questions you have to ask yourself too as well. I don't like GALA right now. I'm not going to be posting a lot on a Sunday night. It's not my thing to go heavy on a Sunday night. It's just not. And if I miss out and the whole market rips, I don't care. Because Sunday night, if you've been through as many Sunday nights as me, just not a good look. JASMY looks beautiful. We went over this morning. We've already talked about it. Funny, you didn't even need to ask me about this. You could have just went to my previous video. No, I don't want you to do that. I'm happy you're here. But it's just funny. This is how much we do here on the channel. Look at the live here. And if you go here to the Bitcoin Morning Update with 3,600 views, by the way, thank you so much for that. That's huge. When that gets up to 4,000 views in the morning, I'm super happy. That means things are really moving. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. Colin R. Davis, unbelievable, but he's right. I don't have a damn thing. Yo, that needs to be your trademark motivation. Make that a thing. Trust, perspective. This is what I'm trying to learn. I make money when the market's banging. Then when it gets sketchy, I know it's sketchy, and I'm still all in. I used to do it all the time. Now I don't do it anymore, and I feel so much better about it. Thank you, Sam. Beautiful. You motivate. I love you. Wow, thank you with the love. 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 I had this guy. I advise you stay out. Let's go, baby. Yo, Crypto Grady. Good morning, brother. What's the spelling of the wild you were talking about? Just like that, wild. Bro, when you tell people about crypto, they just laugh and shut up like robots. Not all of them, but you know, oh yeah. The robotic mind. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Eleanor Roosevelt, baby. Your voice is out of this world. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. It's amazing. Is it soothing? Does it make you feel randy? So my whole point is I did this. Why did I do this? Because you can go to the timestamps in the description and you could type in JASMY, right? Because we did it this morning. Maybe I didn't do JASMY. I would have sworn I did. Or maybe last night. So now I got to eat my own words. Must have been last night. Oh, man. Okay, Neo, CKB, and STG. So I like JASMY. Holds this level, continues to pump. You're on a bullish order block for JASMY too, which is a good sign on the 22-hour time frame that you won't go much lower. Nothing will be guaranteed, though. JASMY, baby, JASMY. Sounds like you want to dance with me or something. Like, why don't you JASMY, baby, JASMY? Yeah, so. Neo. Wow, Neo getting some love. Drew a 618 fib, came to the 706. Never broke out of this to the upside when I first posted it. Neo looks pretty good. Look at that inverted head and shoulder on Neo. I mean, that just says it's gonna move, right? If there's a coin moving, we find it. We go over so many coins every single day. It's absurd. My hand used to hurt. It doesn't anymore. I have indestructible mouse hand. It never aches anymore. I could do it for 12 hours a day. It never aches. I'm at a stand-up desk right now. I do my live stream standing. I could never sit and do my live stream just being... I couldn't do it. I got to be active. I got to be moving. I got to be out there. I got to be making it happen. Shout out to Laney. I love you, Laney. If you're out there, I love you. Shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. 22-hour. I bet the 4 hours beat. Not as beat as others. This looks interesting to me. I like the inverted head and shoulder. If it doesn't break out, it doesn't, but there's a highly likelihood that that's going to make you money. Again, I just do the same things over and over again. You do whatever you want to make you happy. Order block right there, too. A bullish order block. That's a nice one. Tight moving averages. This thing looks like it's going to make a move. 22 looks absolutely beautiful. I bet the 12-hour looks great, too. Neo on the 12 looks like it can really do some damage. And remember, the 4-hour did have a bullish order block, which is simply a high volume node at a Fibonacci level, too, a lot of times. Okay, but if you don't know your fibs, if you don't do support and resistance every 5 seconds, then you might just think it's an order block. But it might, there's yes and no, it depends. Neo on the 12-hour time frame. Neo looks interesting to me. Stack may change his type, but I see you typing Stack. What is Stack saying? What is Stack saying? And Breadman always gives me the like, no matter what. No matter what, man. It's crazy when you get popular and you get haters. But you know, everyone told me that the haters are part of getting popular. Get prepared for more haters. My buddy said that means you did something big with your life when you have haters. People hate on you, you're doing something huge. So, just weird, like. STG looks really nice in the 12-hour time frame. Stargate Finance, if I'm correct, right? Yeah. 166% gains. 4 hours probably beat. See, this whole market's so whack right now. Doesn't mean it's over. I mean, the RSI is nice and low, though. RSI could just do a dolphin dip bit. That's why I'd be wary, you know. Bigger time frames look good to me. Stargate could really blast on off. I'll wait for the morning, but I'm going to look at this and take a look. Definitely on the radar again. We used to trade this a couple weeks back. Haven't looked at it since. It's back on the radar. So for the whole market, so I'm just saying, for the whole market, the 4 hours is sketchy, but the 22 hours nice. We have to see how the Bitcoin price reacts to the world markets tomorrow morning. Episode 810, we went over JASMY, and my team was able to send it to me just to let me know. He's on the radar for a massive gain, and that... See, my team is so on point. They're like, oh, he wants JASMY, we'll give him JASMY. There it is right there. It's on the radar for a massive Same thing gain, right there. And that is about an 86. Hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. Look at that $100 super chat, though. God bless that. Thank you, Jason. You're the man. Feel like that could be a nice entry on the 7-minute for a move. Just a quick little tap easy. So we went over the total market cap. Let's look at ES1, and then I'm out of here for the night. Thank you, everyone who kicked it with me. No good, right? So get rid of the moving averages for a second so I can breathe. I'm just deleting like whatever I was going over last time. That's a broadening falling wedge. But look at the shoulder, head, and the shoulder there. So I'm going to get rid of that for now. Just annoying. We got to get in the green box. This is a symmetrical triangle. You see it? So at the end of the day, this is a symmetrical triangle. Measured move up, measured move down. Measured move down takes you to 3,200. No goo. And this takes you us to about 4,800, which would be amazing. Could lower a little. About $4,800, right? So look. You can see here we have an inverted head and shoulder on the S&P. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder, which tells us this is likely to make a move to the upside from the neckline. So we're going to watch this closely. Wow, we work hard on this channel, huh? It made me realize how hard I work every single time we come out. Like replicating this live stream is not easy. Not easy for the low-winded. Never mind the weekly candle glow. Oh, we didn't even look at the weekly candle. I'm so whack right now. I'm so whack. I can't believe that. But this could break up to the upside, the S&P. I like that. I'm seeing that. That would be beautiful. BTC, USD. Let's take a look at the weekly candle. How did I not look at the weekly close, man? Slipping. I am slipping. Let's break it down. Wow, really whack candle, huh? Indecision doji. That can be a reversal doji. I've seen them reverse price action right there. It depends. So let's take a look. We opened at $25,068.32. The high was $28,919. The low was $26,670. And the candle would close. No, we'd open at $28,068.32. The high would be $28,900. The low would be $26,670. And we would close at $28,001 on the even Steven. We would go down $50 on the entire week, 0.18%. So Bitcoin would change price action by $50 the entire week. Now this week is already starting somewhat green. And when we look at the inverted head and shoulder, do we have a bigger move at hand? shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline to the headline here, headlining. And that takes us to $34,000, okay, to the next resistance point. A big gap up here means we can gap up again, right? There's not a lot of resistance in this zone, right? Even up to here till we get up to 31,000, 32K. So I'm sticking to that 12, the bigger time frames are okay. The daily's indecision. They have everyone on pins and needles right now. Nobody knows exactly where we're going, right? At the end of the day, we played the measured move and we broke the resistance. Tells us we should get to the next resistance area, which makes sense. That we'd get to 34,260, even somewhere to 32K. I'm more bullish than bearish at the present moment, as long as this 12-hour time frame stays inside this flag. If this flag breaks, it's over. And we're going to find out pretty easily. So this flag starts to dump down here in Bart Simpson. We'll reassess. Doesn't mean it's over, but we'll reassess. This flag goes sideways, sideways, sideways. There's a chance this thing continues. Touching the 21-day moving average, the 12-hour looks like we could wake up tomorrow with a massive gain. And Bitcoin could be pumping. We could get a bank collapsing and Bitcoin would just be out of control. So we could wake up tomorrow with another bad bank news. I think Janet Yellen had the emergency meeting. Maybe something's going to get leaked. Maybe they're going to have to say something. I'll tell you right now, when governments tell you that the banks are safe, they're not safe. Look, think about it. Five years ago, we went months. Nobody said anything about the banking system, right? That's when they were safe. Everything was fine. When the president comes out and says everything is fine, when Jerome Powell, when all these people claim that you're fine, you're not fine. It's obvious. You know what I mean? It's obvious. So I got to tell you the truth, and I know it hurts, and I know it's scary, but don't live in fear. Remember, as long as you can breathe and you can eat, you're going to be okay. All the other things they made you think you need, you do not need. You don't need, I don't need suits and ties. I like to wear them, but I don't need them. You know what I mean? I don't need to live in a mansion. I don't need to have millions of dollars. It's great. It would be awesome, but I don't need those things to survive. All I need is the air to breathe and the food and some food. You know what I mean? And prayer with God. And somehow, some way, if things go bad, I believe they will get better. So I don't live in fear in any reason. Fake emotions, acting real, no reason to do that. So the weekly candle close looks pretty good to me. And when we stick it to the weekly, it looks like we could continue to the upside. And look, isn't that interesting? The inverted head and shoulder measured move matches the move of this flag. And they both stop at about $34,000. So, coincidence? I don't think so. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Another super chat. Solid video on liquid staking. Solid graphics too. Just data from the blockchain. So nice that you said that. That's for my team, man. Look at that, dude. I'm going to post that to my team right now. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Funny, remember when my daughter hit me with the pie when Bitcoin broke 20,000 and my daughter pied me in the face? I'll always remember these beautiful times, man. I'll always remember these beautiful times. Look, and I had my old mic. I didn't have I didn't have the stand-up desk. I had so crazy. Look, I had a desk behind you there that I had taken the thing off and had a piece of plastic on top. I had just moved back to my old home. I got rid of this rug. Man, we ran from the pandemic out of New York. Life was just insane. So I lost my job. My wife lost her job. Life was insane. I still can't believe it. Give us some more bad bank moves. You want to look at Charles Schwab right now on the New York Stock Exchange. Oh! And look at that. That's about to tank. That's going to tank when the market opens. That's a bear flag. Kind of has a bullish divergence, but it's a bear flag, man. That looks like it's going to round on down. Charles Schwab to zero. Looks like it may lose another $20 out the stock price tomorrow. Look at that. That's like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. That's just nasty. That ain't good. Charles Schwab's in the hole. Deutsche Bank's in the hole. Look at this stuff. They are just beat to the ground. And I was showing everyone Deutsche Bank, right? 2008 housing crisis. They never recovered. It didn't matter. Didn't matter. Their stock price was $129, and it had been going up since 2000. Look at that. Since 2002, it ripped all the way to the '08 crisis, and it's never come back again. And look at the 10-day. The 10-day says it's going down the tubes. See that? The 10-day says you're going to continue this possibly further down here. That, look, you kind of see a head and shoulder there too. This is ugly. Yo, banks are going to dump. They're insolvent. Everybody knows that the fractional reserve lending system is a bunch of crap. Honestly, we could see this go down faster than we realize. I don't know how it's going to go down. And you can see why they're pushing the CBDC so fast, because they're going to need something. They're going to need something to tell the people. And what they're going to do is your money's going to go to zero, and they're going to back it 1-to-1. The prices of things are going to get out of control. And honestly, that guy who made the prediction of Bitcoin going to 1 million, every day it gets a little more likely. And BRICS too. Funny, I told you about BRICS. I found out about BRICS like 15 years ago. I was about 26 years old, and I'm 14 years ago. Look, the dollar is the dollar finished. If I could speak about maybe something from something reputable, maybe not. You never know. I'm just gonna throw something out there that I heard. The BRIC nations want off the dollar, and they're going to do it August 1st of this year. So they have their own version of a SWIFT system, an international payment system that will run everything but the dollar. And joining that list is Saudi Arabia. This is China's big on this list. Russia's on the list. Brazil's on the list. Syria's on the list. India's on the list. BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, Syria. The BRICS nations. I learned about the BRICS nations 14 years ago. A guy handed me a pamphlet and told me about BRICS. That's creepy. You hear what he just said, right? And they're going to get off the petro. Saudi Arabia, Arab Emirates, Mexico, Nigeria are among the last countries that are interested in joining BRICS. They may join too. And what happens when, look at them shaking hands. BRICS. What do you think he's doing? Why do you think he went to see Putin? It was BRICS. China, India, Africa, U.S. imperialism. One day they'll wake up. Almost 100 years ago, famous U.S. cartoonist Bob Miner had a realization. Western nations rule the world because they were rich in money and guns. China, India, and Africa were poor in money and guns, but rich in people. One day, the balance of power would shift. Miner drew this cartoon in 1929. Now, 98 years later, the people of the world are waking up and realizing something has changed. Gaddafi and Hussein both attempted and failed, but Putin will succeed with the gold. That's crazy. This is the best quote here. I love this. Watch this. Listen to this guy says.
And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God.
Watch this.
It is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke.
Yep.
Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God. It isn't some sort of tsunami. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have. It's a criminal scandal, and it's been going on for too long. To add to that problem, you have moral hazard, a very significant moral hazard from the political sphere. And most of the problem starts in politics and central banks, which are part of the same political system. We have counterfeiting, sometimes called quantitative easing, but counterfeiting by
they print money out of thin air. That's counterfeiting. That's counterfeiting money, just so you know.
Which if any ordinary person did, they'd go to prison for a very long time. And yet governments and central banks do it all the time. Central banks repress the amount of interest that rates are, so we don't have the real cost of money. And yet we blame the real retail banks
for manipulating LIBOR.
The sheer effrontery of this is quite astonishing. It's central banks that manipulate interest rates, Commissioner. And plus, underneath all this, we talk loosely, in a rather cavalier fashion, do we not, about deposit guarantees. So when banks go broke through their own incompetence and chicanery, the taxpayer picks up the tab. It's theft for the taxpayer. And until we start sending bankers, and I include central bankers and politicians, to prison for this outrage, it will continue.
Yo. That literally is the truth, and people probably think it's not. He's telling you the truth. He's telling you, yo, be careful, man. BRICS is coming. Things are changing. It may be time. You know, ironically, if I were a millionaire, I'd live in a van down by the river. I know. It's interesting. Oh, man, me too. Strong man. That man was the best. Everybody, I want to leave you with being open-minded. Don't live in fear. Everything will be okay. Putin arrives in Saudi Arabia. See that? They're not playing games, man. Americans' dominance is over by 2030. We'll have a handful of global powers. Yikes. So just learn. I knew what BRICS was. God showed me what BRICS was a long time ago. It's like he was preparing me for this moment. He was preparing me for this moment. Celtics just blasted the Spurs. Oh, my goodness. Amazing. 137-93. Just absolutely just destroyed. I mean, we just showed that they just couldn't even hang. They can't even hang with the Celtics. 137-93. We just beat the Spurs. Are you kidding me? Jaylen Brown must have played an amazing game. Unbelievable. We blew out San Antonio, man. Like, we blew them out. Like, insane. 137-93. Like a good team. We just blew them out. Don't mess with the Celtics. Don't mess with the Bruins. We may have 2 chips this year in the city. Again, you never know. Well, you never know. Let's see whether the best team win. Everybody, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I've given you everything I could for Bitcoin. Still looks pretty interesting to me. You know, I said the 1 hour and the 15-minute are both oversold. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. It looks like we go, again, my prediction was that, let's look here. I mean, the 1 hour the 4 hour could get flipped by the 1. I got to give you that. Let's look at our one more time. You're very oversold in the 1 hour time frame, and you're still holding this. You're holding this still. Look, even the 7-minute scalp that I was thinking about could continue. Looks like we may wake up sideways. We could end up, honestly, it's hard to tell. It's a symmetrical triangle with a 50-50 shot. So honestly, there's a 50% chance you go up or down tonight. That's it. I can't really give you anything better. Aggressive entry is here with a stop loss down here, and you can see if you win the other side of the coin. So you either get stopped out or you wake up big tomorrow. And you can either short or long this, but because it's at the bottom of the channel and the 1 hour's low and the 50 minutes low, it's more likely you get a pop to the upside. But probably just to this trend line, and you could go sideways. Because it's indecision, if I had to make my prediction is that we don't go either way. We go more sideways. Just like last night, I said we go sideways, and that's kind of what we did when we woke up. We were right here. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you so much for jumping on in, and I'll catch you on the next live stream. I'll leave you with my favorite track again to keep you hyped, to keep you going, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for everything. Gratitude is my attitude. And I'll catch you on the next live stream, baby. Crypto is life. Thank you so much for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. One love. I'm out.